Wow, so DeMar DeRozan has just been traded to the Chicago Bulls in a sign-and trade, and honestly makes the Chicago Bulls one of the more scarier teams in the NBA, and let me explain why. So this offseason, the Chicago Bulls made multiple great moves, and the first move was signing Lonzo Ball, and I really like this move because he's a 3-and-D guard with facilitating abilities, and honestly, he's a good fit around Zach LaVine, so I really like this move. And for the next move, they signed Alex Caruso, who's pretty much a copy of Lonzo Ball, but just a little bit worse, not as tall, but he's a 3-and-D guard with ball handling skills. I really like both these moves because they surround around Zach LaVine what he needs, which is some sort of facilitator. It doesn't have to be the greatest facilitator, but 3-point shooting and defense, as Zach LaVine isn't the greatest defender. So I really like these moves, and I think these moves are one of the reasons why I think the Chicago Bulls are really good and why they are scary in the East. Alright, for the next move that the Chicago Bulls made, it was a DeMar DeRozan sign and trade, and this is really pretty much the reason why I am making this video. And this makes them honestly a championship contender, but a fringe one. I'm talking about like the Atlanta Hawks situation, or like they're like the Miami Heat in 2019. Like they're good, but I can't really see them beating Brooklyn. But they're gonna give any team a run for their money, and I kind of like this because instead of getting a superstar, just one superstar, really good player around Zach LaVine, they're spreading it out, and I really like that type of strategy. Because now the defense, if Zach LaVine goes cold, DeRozan can pick up the slack. If DeRozan goes cold, then Vucevic can pick up the slack. And if they all three of them go cold, which is very unlikely, but let's just say Lonzo Ball will maybe pick up the slack, and Kobe White and Patrick Williams and Alex Caruso. The depth on this team is really good. Now I think they do need to re-sign Lauri Markkanen, because if they don't sign him, I don't really think they have a backup center or power forward on the roster. I don't think they did, because I think they traded Daniel Gafford away. So yeah, they're gonna have to either re-sign Lauri Markkanen or do something else. But I just like their moves, honestly, and they're probably, in my opinion, the fourth best team in the East, maybe the fifth. I don't really see Philadelphia doing what they did last year. They lost to Dwight Howard. I don't know where Danny Green has went yet, and it's just not. I just don't like their team. I just don't like Ben Simmons is good. He's not good for playoffs, but you get my point. Ben Simmons is a good regular season player with Joel Embiid, but I just don't see them being better than the Chicago Bulls. So if I had to predict something, I would actually predict that the Chicago Bulls would finish 5th in the Eastern Conference, and it would probably face off with the Philadelphia 76ers in the first round. And I do believe they will pull off the upset against the Philadelphia 76ers. DeMar DeRozan, in my opinion, is kind of like, I'm not gonna say he's like a Michael Jordan type player, but he really reminds me of just a post-up, like not a modern day player, but like a 2000s player. I'm not calling him Michael Jordan, I'm not calling him Kobe Bryant, I'm not calling him anything. I just really like how he plays. He has lost his athleticism, but that doesn't really matter in this situation, because he is playing with Zach LaVine, who's pretty athletic. And honestly, even if he was, not even a remotely good shooter, because he hasn't really shot that well from 3, and if the Chicago Bulls, they already have Zach LaVine and they already have Lonzo Ball, so it's not really that big of a deal. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. I mean, it's interesting, not really much to talk about right now, but the Chicago Bulls are one of the better teams in the NBA in my opinion, and I do believe they'll make a deep run into the playoffs. Whether that's the second round or the third round or the Eastern Conference Finals is to be determined. So yeah, it's your boy Melkai, or AL Melkai, I keep saying that, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, God bless.